What's going on? It's your boy Musikspirit. You're now tapped into my On the Radar beat breakdown for Fridayy featuring Meek. Proud of me. Let's get into it. So I was actually in LA at the time, and Fridayy hit me up like, "Y'all got this record. I think it could be for Meek." And he was like, "I'm gonna send you the idea, cook up something to it." So I didn't even think it was gonna be like a Fridayy record. I'm thinking it was gonna be a strictly, because the album was already turned in. So I'm in the car. I'm like, let me listen to this idea on my way to the airport. I heard it. He had like the beginning part, and the little keys on there. And then I got to the city. I got to Philly, and I laid it. The record was crazy, like with just his idea. I laid it. I hit Fridayy up, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm done." And he was like, "Yo, pull up to the session. We about to link up with Meek." And it was it from there. It was literally, I don't even think 24 hours went by and like the whole thing was done. We literally recorded everything and went straight to Def Jam to turn it in. It was crazy, especially because when we got there, Meek was like, he had writer's block, and but he was like, "Yo, I gotta get this record out. Like, I gotta, like," because he said every time I listen to this, like, it just touched me. So he literally stayed in the booth for like 11 hours. I'm super grateful about this. I don't know. I feel like my reaction's been a little nonchalant, but I'm super grateful. But I don't even know how to react. Like, every day I wake up, it's like reaching a whole new milestone, and I'm just like, damn, this is like, and it's like a full circle moment. Like, just even with the people that's on there, like Fridayy, that like 12 years later, this is happening. And Meek, I was watching them since I was like in middle school. So it was just like, this is like crazy. This is my first top 100, and it's with family. So it's just like, it's a blessing, man. I'm super grateful, like super grateful. No, that video was crazy because it's like I ran through my whole childhood in a matter of hours. Like, went to my grandmom's house, God rest her soul. Went to Fridayy's dad's church. We shot in front of there. So it was just so many childhood experiences, just like all in one day. So it's crazy because, like, I knew the record was gonna be crazy after we did it, but I didn't know it was gonna go this crazy. And cause like everybody I let listen to the record all had the same reaction. It's like, so it's like when it's like that same reaction, I'm watching it every day. It's a new person. It's a new that feel the same thing. And it's crazy cause like Fridayy talking about my uncle in the record. And I'm not even gonna lie, I probably was more emotional about my uncle's passing the moment I heard that record than the actual time. So it was just like, it was definitely one of those records that was like, maybe, like, I'm somebody, like, I don't break, I don't cry or nothing, but that was definitely one of them records that definitely touched me. So I just knew if it had that impact on me, every time I hear the record, even like listening to the beat after the fact, it's just like, it brings me to a different space. So I'm just happy that everyone's able to, feel that and relate. Yeah, I be hearing it, and like, I'm driving, I'm at the light, and I hear the record. It be giving me chills every time. I'm at the gym, they spin it like 4 times. I had to see who was working there, cause I'm like this, yo, maybe cause I'm in here, and it keeps... The name Musikspirit came, I'm in college, right? And I was doing this one project. I was in school for business, and I had this one project that I had to do, and I did it on music, and I came in there, and it's funny, cause I played a song, a demonstration of like the song that I did for the project, and the song had me, Leo, and Fridayy on there, and my professor was like, "Man, you got so much soul," and he was like, "This, yo, your new name is Musikspirit." And I went home and I just changed everything on. I was like, yo, that's hard. Yeah. So I'm a musician first. I started playing the keys when I was probably like 7 years old. and grew up in the church. And by the time I was like in high school, I was really trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do. Like I knew I didn't want to be like a music teacher or anything like that, but I wasn't even introduced to like production yet or anything. So like even when I went to college, I got into college for music, but the whole time I'm like, damn, I don't want to be like a music teacher or play for like an orchestra or something like that. So I couldn't figure it out until somebody invited me to a studio session one time. And that's when I was like, yo, I think this is what I want to do. So around that time, like that I told you, like that college time, I started buying like my first pieces of equipment. So one day Fridayy comes over the house. Mind you, he like 13 at the time, 13, 14. And it was him and my brother Leo. And I did like 2 records at the time. And he like, yo, this joint fire. And he hopped on it. That was like our first record ever. He hops on the beat that I did. And then one day Fridayy, like 2 weeks later, he comes, he like this. Yo, you think I could borrow your laptop? I want to try this myself. Mind you, Fridayy, he plays like every instrument like equally. Like bass, guitar, keys. Yeah, like he played equally. But like he had like no production experience. But so he was like this, yo, can you just teach me how to loop the keys and stuff like that? So I taught him, and like 2 weeks later, he come back with like 4 songs. And I was like, I was so mad, because it took me so long to get a song. And he came back 2 weeks later with like 4 songs. And I'm like, damn, he crazy. And I'm talking about like, this before we had like all the crazy plugins and stuff. So he was, so like for me to even see him do that was just like, at 14 years old, it was crazy. I knew he was different. Yeah. And we just kind of been like growing from then. Oh, I was listening to a lot of R&B. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of R&B. As I grew older, then I started loving like a lot of the Caribbean music, like compa, dancehall, Afrobeat stuff. But like my main, like growing up as a kid, it was definitely R&B. Like I was drawn, especially because I played keys, I was drawn to that more. Especially because like with the R&B stuff, you could go to school, play it for the girls and stuff. So I respect that. People like, cause I'm a musician, people like Brian McKnight, Jamie Foxx, like people that was like singing, playing keys and stuff like that, they definitely inspired me. When I got into like production and stuff, Scott Storch, just even his whole success story is just like crazy to me. Like just how diverse he was with just like, he ain't have like a certain sound. Like he could make a whole different hit for a whole different person. It was like, it was no specific sound with him. But like I'm a big fan of him. I think it's like a little soulful. Like it's like a I feel like it's a mixture of like the stuff that I do listen to, like the little bit of gospel R&B. It's like the soulful stuff, like all in one. Yeah, even like my up tempo stuff, you could kind of tell like I'm on there. Drake, SZA, Burna Boy, Meek. How many was that? 4? And Fridayy. That's it, yeah. My boy T-Dub created it. We got a lot of records in together. My homie Casino, he coming up right now. And I give it to my boy Fax. He probably not up and coming, but he hard, and I mess with him. Build with an artist. Yeah, build. I'm only here because I built with an artist. Yeah, so I say build with an artist. That's the only real way you could really get your sound out there, by developing like artists. Because if not, it's just another placement it's not really getting your, unless you doing somebody's whole project. But aside from that, like developing artists, I feel like it's the best way to kind of like, get that sound for yourself and build a name for yourself. Yeah. So the first thing, I started with this vocal sample that Fridayy sent to me. So as soon as I heard that, like I came in with the piano. So that's really like the whole vibe of like Friday's whole section. And what Fridayy did was he came in with a lower octave of the piano, and it sound kind of made everything sound a bit fuller. And what I wanted to do was make everything sound a little bit more cinematic. I added like another piano, and it sounds like this by itself. So that's literally Fridayy's whole section. Then going into the to Meek Mill section, it starts off with a pad. $100 nightmares turn $1 million dreams. We got that. And then shout out to my boy Fortune, by the way. He did a lot of the Meek stuff. Then we got Fridayy coming in right here. He added like his some background vocals to kind of make, fill everything out. I'll play this section right here. Crazy. And Fortune came in and he added these choirs like right under Fridayy. We got these bells going on right here. And we got like some strings right here. And we got the bass line coming in right here. And at the end, we ended off with a guitar solo. And that's basically it. And for the outro, where the hook comes back in, we go back into the piano, the sample. That's a wrap. Appreciate y'all for tapping into my On the Radar beat breakdown for Fridayy featuring Meek Mill, Proud of Me.